keeping with celebrating the culture here in South Florida, Vizcaya Museum and Gardens has been a tourist attraction for people to enjoy the scenery and lavishness of the estate for years. But it also holds a rich history for Miami's early black settlers and the neighboring Coconut Grove community. Miriam, our ISF correspondent, had the chance to catch up with Vizcaya's Chief Engagement Officer, Wendy Wolf, to learn more about Vizcaya's connection to the black community right here in South Florida. Take a look.
Hi friends, Miriam Tapia here at beautiful Vizcaya Museum and Gardens, and you know the estate for its beautiful scenery, and I know you've taken beautiful pictures here. I see that quinceañera frame in that wall, but did you know that Vizcaya has this beautiful rich history? Today we are diving deep into that and see how the city of Coconut Grove has partnered up with Vizcaya to keep that history alive.
Vizcaya is about 100 years old. It was the winter estate of James Deering, who was from Chicago. The family had a company in Chicago that made mechanized farm equipment, and that allowed him to invest in this estate here in South Florida for winter seasons. And today Vizcaya is a public museum, so we welcome people to think about the past, think about our present, think about Miami's future together.
There's Bahamian settlers that came from the Bahamas who were a pivotal part to Vizcaya's history, like this sculpture right here. Tell me more about that.
Absolutely. We have records that the Bahamians who were working on the construction of Vizcaya's gardens influenced the design of this mosaic that we see here in the grotto and collected the shells in the area to make this shell design that's in the grotto that includes concrete stalactites and then this carved coral stone. And people coming from the Bahamas had a lot of experience with the coral stone of this South Florida and Caribbean region, and it's one of the contributions that they were able to make.
And talking about contributions, Eustace Edgecombe, I hope I'm saying it right?
Absolutely.
He was a very pivotal part to the Vizcaya early history, right?
He was, and he's someone that we look to a lot because he started when Vizcaya was the private residence of James Deering, working on site, and he stayed with Vizcaya for many decades and finished his career when Vizcaya was a public museum. So he's one of the few people that we met who had that trajectory of history with Vizcaya. In, I guess it was about 1969, someone asked if he had plans to retire, and he said, no, Vizcaya is really where my heart is.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
so he worked at Vizcaya for really from when he was a teenager through his adult life.
Well, I love that. Let's talk about the community connection you guys have. Coconut Grove is historically known as a black community. Tell me how you guys preserve that history with Vizcaya.
So because of the contribution of Bahamians to Vizcaya's construction process, we really wanted to understand our shared history with the neighborhood in a better way. So in 2018, we reached out to legacy neighbors in the community in the Coconut Grove neighborhood to really ask and learn more about the early settlement of Coconut Grove and what we might share in common. And we met a group of women. We call them the matriarchs. They're really stewarding the history of their neighborhood and community. And they let us know that they were concerned about the legacy of Coconut Grove and they wanted to record it and document it. Mostly because Coconut Grove is changing. And also they wanted to be able to share that legacy with younger generations.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, there's a podcast.
There is,
right.
And so we collected their stories. They shared their stories with us. We did interviews with our matriarchs, about 5 women, and they shared stories with us, which we coordinated into a 3-series podcast called The Rich and Forgotten History of Black Coconut Grove.
Now, tell me why it's so important and how viewers and people like myself can learn about the rich history that Vizcaya and the community here in Coconut Grove can learn about.
Well, Miriam, one of the clear messages from the matriarchs was that heritage is powerful and empowers us. And so the podcast was a way for them to share how community, friendship, family, school, education, civic participation and leadership in churches and community centers in Coconut Grove was so important as these women were growing up and leading successful careers and raising their families.
If people want to know more information, I know there's a lot of rich history here at Vizcaya. It's not only about the beautiful, scenery stuff. Where can they go?
Well, a great place to start is our website, vizcaya.org. And so at the start of this process, we also really wanted a way to make sure that we could coordinate the stories of the community in a clear way so that we could share them with the community. So vizcaya.org/beyondvizcaya is where we put our stories and interviews with people in the community to learn not only about Coconut Grove, but also about a lot of issues that faced Miami in the past and how we're dealing with some of those issues today.